up, down, left, right, BA, start, or select start for two-player mode. Again, up, down, left, right, BA, start, or select start for two-player mode. Anybody who's my age knows that code. That code is embedded in our heads like 7 years ago. Like I have a dream. Like if you start off and say up, down, anybody who's my age can basically finish the rest, no problem. That code has become the code of our generation. We call it the Contra code. Contra is an old Nintendo game that we played on the OG Nintendo. It's a shoot 'em up game by Konami, where you can't kind of drop into the land and you start off with only 3 lives and you shoot your way around through the levels. Nobody that I knew could beat the game on 3 lives. I'd be lucky to get to the second level on 3 lives. Now, of course, there was probably somebody who dedicated their entire lives to beating the game, neglected their entire social life, and maybe there was somebody who beat the game, but nobody that I knew could beat the game. Nobody that I knew could get past the second or third level on 3 lives. It was basically impossible. But then, something happened. I don't know if it was Nintendo Magazine or word of mouth, but for whatever reason, we found out that when the menu screen of Contra comes up, if you take the controller and you type in up, down, left, right, BA, start, or select start if you were playing with 2 players, when the game opened up, you started with 30 lives. This is a game changer. It's huge. See, if you lost 3 lives in the first level, 3 lives in the second level, and 3 lives in the third level, you still had 21 lives left. Now, there's only 7 levels in the game. So if you lose 3 lives in every level, you still end the game with 9 lives. Don't get me wrong. You still had to play the game. It wasn't easy by any means. But you played the game with a completely different mindset. When you dropped in with 30 lives, you didn't sweat losing 1 or 2 in the first level. But if you only had 3 lives, losing 1 or 2 lives in the first level, that's a death sentence. Now, these codes are known as cheat codes. This is the first one I can remember. And Konami uses this code in over 60 games from Contra on. And actually, I have an Xbox with an arcade version of Contra on it, and the code still works. My point is kind of that Mr. Konami wasn't just sitting at his office, staring out of his window, reveling in all of the money that he had gained from Contra, and somebody busted into his office while he was drinking his coffee and said, "Mr. Konami, we have a serious problem." When the menu screen of Contra pulls up, if you type in up, down, left, right, BA, start, or select start for 2-player mode, you get 30 lives. And he spits out his coffee, and he tears open his suit, falls to his knees, and screams, "No!" No, that didn't happen. He wasn't surprised by this. Actually, games are just little computer programs. They're coded. So in order for you to get a cheat code into a game, you have to put it there. And the reason that they put cheat codes into games is so that game testers can have a much easier time getting through the game. See, old games aren't like they are now. They didn't have save points where if you died, you went back to that save point. In Contra, if you died at the beginning of level 7, you went to the beginning of level 1. So Mr. Konami puts this code in there so that game testers can have an easier time and they cannot sweat the small stuff. We call them cheat codes, but cheating is giving you an advantage over somebody else without their knowing. But everybody knows the cheat code. It was put there on purpose. Jesus is our cheat code. A lot of non-Christians make the claim that Christianity is a crutch for weak people. And the only people who tend to go to Jesus are people who need a crutch, who need help. But God knew that there was no way we were going to level up to his level. So before the game even started, he wrote in this cheat code for us and gave Jesus to us to use. When the game opens up at 30 lives, your perspective of the game changes completely. The same thing should happen every single morning when you wake up in Jesus Christ. When the small things hit, we should be able to say, it's no problem. I've got this. When the big things hit, we should be able to say, that hurt, but that's not the end. Even if I lose 3 lives in every level, I'm still going to beat this game. So every weapon that's formed against you, every big hurdle, or all the little hurdles, just remember, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, start, or select start for 2-player mode. Check you later.